UMK 2017 is just a few weeks away. There are 10 acts, but only one winner. Are you guys ready to talk about it?
Let's do this!
This is an exciting selection with a lot of variety. The Finns know how to put on a show. Last year had some amazing staging, but that was last year. This is 2017. Denise, who is your number 3?
My number 3 is Annie with Reach Out for the Sun.
For the first time you can see the truth, the light that shines the brightest in you. Leave the dark side of the moon as we reach out for the sun. Reach out for the sun.
I was listening to it, and in the beginning I thought this is a really good song. It started off really great, and I was just waiting for the chorus. I thought, okay, this is going to be way better, and then they're having a great singer for Finland for this year in Ukraine. The only thing is, even though she is in my top 3, because I really like it, I still think that the chorus isn't that good. It's one sentence like on repeat the whole time, but they can change it. I mean, like, I hope this will be like a first version, and that if she wins, or like even for the live shows, that they will change it a bit, because there is good potential in this song, and you never know what they will do with staging. But like the way that the verses are at the moment, I think it's really good, and she seems like a good singer. I didn't listen to anything that she sang live, so I'm not sure, but good potential. It isn't there yet, but it seems good, yes.
I'm just gonna jump in because this was gonna be my number 3. I was going back and forth, but I ended up putting it 4th. And it's for the reasons you said. The beginning is amazing, like the first 22 seconds, it's all quiet, then the piano comes in and there's a heavier beat, and then it gets to 1 minute and I expect a big chorus, and instead it's like she's reaching out for the sun but touches her shoulder. You know, she just kind of backs away, which was a little disappointing, but she's fantastic and she's got the voice, I think. It's very identifiable. It's like it fills the space, and it's just really nice, but unfortunately the song lets her down a little, but live she could elevate. In any case, Sammy, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is Lauri Yrjölä with Helppo, elämä.
Helpon elämän. Rakkaus ja rauha kaiken kattaa. Vastuuntunnottomuuden korvaa. Rakkaus ja rauha sua nyt ohjaa.
I'm a little sad that there's only one song in Finnish in the selection, because like it seems like people who don't speak Finnish still like the language. Like we saw with Mustelmat, people really liked that even if it was in Finnish. Helppo, elämä is really like, it's really modern song. There's some elements from like Heartbeat by Just from Latvia this year, and I like it. But again, it's in the like the second part, it gets really boring. There's nothing happening in the end. And that's why it's not among my 2 big favorites, but I still like that, and I think Lauri, he's been touring with some big artists in Finland, so he has the experience. So I just hope that he has the voice and he has the, like, he can pull a good show with the song. So Lauri Yrjölä is my number 3.
And how do we say the song title?
Helppo, elämä.
And what's that mean?
It means easy life. The song is about a person who really doesn't want to get any responsibilities. He just wants to, like it says in the song, he just wants love and peace and not really to get attached to anything. And Lauri said that it's completely opposite to what he is. And it's kind of, I don't know, maybe the singer wants to say that you can't live this way. You have to get some responsibilities, or actually like do something else and just live the easy life you think or like you shouldn't live their life as you want, like think it's easy. You need to do some hard stuff and stuff like that.
Thank you, resident Finn, you slay. Now, Blonde Ambition, Lauri is also my number 3. When I heard this the first time, I didn't get it, but then I listened to it again and I really liked it. It kind of starts off sounding like Måns Zelmerlöw Heroes in a weird way, and then it becomes Just's Heartbeat, and I think it's very contemporary as a result. Electro disco dance, but in Finnish. And the last time I was at the club, I did not hear Finnish, so it's a breath of fresh air. And I think you're right, Finnish sounds really mysterious and interesting to those of us who don't speak it, so why not showcase it a bit more? This also feels very experimental, like he is in that music laboratory serving something very original. This is a slice of Nordic pop I have not heard before. The production sounds very, very nice. And I think it's really daring to go with this genre at UMK. Like, it just doesn't sound UMK to me, which is a good thing. Towards the end, I do get a little bored, although I do like the tribal chanting at 1:44. He is serving that Serengeti, African wild, tribal, indigenous realness. All right, well,
Good.
yes, we move on to number 2 and we head back to Denise in Malta.
Yes, too. It is Alva with Arrows.
I've been shooting arrows, arrows, arrows into the dark, into the dark. I keep chasing shadows, shadows, shadows to fire hard, to fire hard.
And when I was listening to it, I don't know why, but I don't know, do you remember the song of Anne Noah in 2012 from the Danish selection? She was in the super final against Sven in London.
Okay.
And she was singing like Sleepless or something like that. And when I heard that song, that was the first song that I thought of. I didn't listen to it since 2012, but that song was immediately in my head and it was kind of the same. I remember that I love that song, and that's also what I'm having here, like a sweet little girl, blonde girl. She's having like such a good voice, but it sounds so sweet and so young, and I don't know, there was something with her voice and I really like that about it. Yeah, and this song, it's also stuck in my head. I mean, yeah, like arrows, arrows, arrows. Yeah, I'm not going to sing, but that part, I mean, it's good. It's not that it's getting annoying for me, because sometimes it is when you repeat the same thing. But here, I like it that she's saying it every single time. And the only thing that I'm worried about is that it may be forgotten. If she's going to Ukraine, and then when you have a big lineup, I mean, it's a nice song, but will people think it's more than just a nice song? So I'm a bit worried about that, but I mean, it's a good song and I want to listen to it more often. So yeah, this is a good number 2. Yes.
Also, my number 2 based on the studio versions is Alva with Arrows. I love Alva's voice. It's really pure, it's really innocent, but also really strong. Like there's no, you don't need to be afraid that her voice will break or anything like that. On the press conference, they said that Alva is like little Krista Sigvids, but actually, Alva reminds me of Lisa Ajax. Maybe not like the voice, but like the character and the personality and stuff like that. The song, just like you said, it reminds me of something like Danish or Norwegian. They had similar songs in their finals in the past years, and that I think that's good because Finland is always like the so different from Nordic countries like Sweden and Norway and Denmark, and this is really similar to what they had in the past. It also reminds me of Maria Olaf's Unbroken, which was big favorite before the contest, but in the contest itself, it really flopped. But I think there's more happening in this song compared to Unbroken. On Unbroken, it was the same thing over and over again, but in Arrows there's something happening, and like you said, it really gets stuck on your head, and I think that is always a good thing.
You guys, this is bananas. My number 2 is also Alva, Arrows. You know, she says she's shooting arrows into the dark, but no. She is shooting at the target. The target is Eurovision 2017. her voice is fantastic. If I were to die and go to heaven, I think an angel like her would greet me. It's like I see her sitting on a marshmallow or a cloud and kind of singing just a sweet song. And yet there's power as well. Kind of like the Lisa Ajax effect. You know, she's cute and dainty, but she can belt. Yeah, it's very nice. And the repetition of arrows, 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 it doesn't get boring to me initially. I think after the bridge, I do get, I mean, thankfully the bridge is at the end, but I get a little bored towards then. So I hope she kind of does something with staging and lighting to give this more life. I just picture everything going bright white, and then when it's all white and you can't see, she changes her outfit. But maybe that's too Junior Eurovision. In any case, she's a really strong competitor, and I could see this challenging. Yes. So we move on now to our number one, our favorite to win Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu 2017. Denise.
This is my favorite by far. It's Emma with Circle of Light.
We are safe in the circle of light. Nothing bad will ever cross the line. We are safe in the circle of light. Nothing bad will ever cross the line. Let me draw you a circle of light.
I think this song is so good. From the first second on, it is great, and there's not even one moment that I think, this could use something, I don't know, a bit more tempo or have something. Everything is good about it. I really like this song. I love her voice. I think it's really strong. Even the little rakkaus parts in there, I also like that. And from what I've seen so far from all the people like on Twitter, on our site, everything, I feel like she is definitely the one to beat this year. There are barely people who don't really like this song. She is such a big favorite at the moment, and I think it's deserved that she is. And it's also giving me a bit of Emily the Forest vibes, like a bit ethnic, and in a really good way, and I think they can make a great staging out of this. I hope they won't use too many things and that they have too many ideas, that it will stay a bit simple at least, but I think they can make something great out of that. But yeah, this is a good song. I've played it a lot of times already, and hopefully, like the past few years, Finland didn't really choose the song that I liked. So hopefully this year it will change, and that they will go for Emma. Well, it's a first opinion, but Emma.
Surprise, surprise. Also, my favorite based on the studio versions is Emma with Circle of Light. There's a lot going on in song, but there's not too much. Like, there's all the kind of like ethnic vibe on it, and also really many pop elements and stuff like that. But it's a good song. It's not that far away for me from Alva's Arrows, but it somehow I feel like this should be the song to represent Finland in the Eurovision Song Contest. Just like I said, I really hope that they don't do too much with the stage performance, because like I can see Finland doing that. Like we saw with Sarah Aldo's No Fear, there was too much going on with the performance. So I really hope that they can keep it simple. I really want to see some Nordic lights on the stage performance, because I think that's what I get from the song when I listen to it. I can see myself walking in like Winter Wonderland, where there's Nordic lights and stuff like that going on. So I hope that they go with something like that. I like the part with RAKKAUS, but it's also, I hate that they drop it after the first verse. I think they should use it somewhere in the song after the first verse, and I don't like the part before the last chorus. I think that doesn't fit in the song at all. So if they change those things, I think this should be a good song for Finland next year, and I hope that it could get us to the final at least.
What does RAKKAUS mean?
It means dear. It's just like a word you say to anyone you love. It's just like dear or honey or anything like that.
Okay, RAKKAUS, 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 hey, hey, hey. Now, y'all, it's a clean sweep. Emma is also my number one based on the studio versions. There's something about this that is African, tribal, Irish, Celtic, Scottish, it has a universal quality. It taps into that caveman, that musical caveman inside of me. It's very folksy, very Greta Salome meets Amelie DeForest, and they're singing Rainmaker. You know what I mean? And yet it feels more current than either of those songs did for whatever reason. I think it's maybe the instruments, because she's got the oboe, the piano, the electronic sounds, even bagpipes. It's like, it's building bridges in that very Eurovision way. And the music also kind of reminds me of pre-jury Eurovision in some way, because there's like even an accordion, I think, maybe. There's just so much going on, and yet it works. It doesn't feel like she threw everything at this. It was like a carefully considered process. And on our YouTube channel, some people have compared it to Eimar Quinn from Ireland, who of course won in that Celtic vibe. You know, it makes me want to sacrifice a lamb and give it to the gods. You know, this very Lion King circle of life, but no circle of light, honey, shining bright. I haven't heard her live, I haven't explored on YouTube, but if she can match, you know, the studio version somewhat with her vocals, this could do very, very well. It was the instant standout along with Alva. They are very similar, strangely, and I wonder if that could hurt them in Finland. If they both sound the same, then people have to choose one. Yeah, I'm also getting a very Ruslana Ukraine or Kristina Slovakia vibe with like the tribal elements. I hope they do something with staging. I mean, not too much. Let's not actually kill the lamb on stage, because that's a little too far. But they have a lot they can work with. And Greta Salome last year, we all had a similar kind of... I think with Greta it was more so. But this somehow feels more mainstream. Maybe it's the electronic elements. I don't know. It seems to be tapping into a moment. Of course, you know, if she can't sing live, then that'll ruin everything. But I'm hopeful that she'll do well live. Sammy, you're in Finland. Does she have a profile there? Is she known?
She is not known, but she was on The Voice of Finland, so that tells a lot. Like, I think she didn't win or anything, but she did quite well. So I think that already tells that she can sing. When I listen to some Finnish Eurovision fans, this is usually their favorite. So Finnish Eurovision fans really like it. But just like you said, there's Anni, there's Alva, there's Emma. The songs are quite similar, so that can hurt them all. Or just one of them will stand out, and I hope that's Emma. So we just have to hope for the best and hope that people don't go behind Gunther or anything like that just because there's 3 similar songs.
Because my concern is in the past, was it PKN?
Yeah.
So we had them sneak through. We had Sanja sneak through. Acts that those of us on the outside of Finland we didn't actually think would win. And if we have 3 mainstream songs that are similar, and you know there are a lot of joke acts or gimmick acts in Finland this year, who do you think of those could win and surprise?
I'm afraid that, I know that the Caveman song can't win. It just can't win. And I think also Klaple Perse is not that good, so I think that can't do well. Gunther is really the only one that could actually challenge. Because Gunther has some fans in Finland, or did have some fans in Finland before, and I think the song is like, it's not that bad. I like the chorus on that song, and I think they could do something with the live performance. So that's the only song that could actually challenge Emma and Alva when it comes to winning the contest. But also, of course, we have the international juries, and they might not go for Gunther. So I just hope we can trust on them when it comes to choosing the right winner.
I wouldn't even mind if that one would win. I mean, of course, I want Emma or the other 2. But I still, if there is a joke song that will win, I mean, I think it's the best one. And like you said, the chorus is, it's fine. It's good. And I enjoy listening to that song, even though it's not like really good, but I enjoy it. So if that song has to win, I mean, it's better than the Caveman or the other ones. So I wouldn't really mind.
It's interesting, on our poll on wiwibloggs, the Cavemen are dead last by a really big margin, and so I'm hopeful that they won't win. It's very Rocky Horror Picture Show. Whereas Gunter, he's doing okay on our poll. He's much higher up because he has that big fan base. And the song, it's not a song you would hate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people would love it. And like to win Eurovision or national final, you need people to love it. And he has a lot of people who love it. So with all these ladies looking and sounding the same, maybe he will sneak through. It's just, I think staging is going to play such a big part. Because Sammy, you were live at UMK last year. You saw the staging up close. And Sandhya came through over Sara Aalto, and you have a theory that the staging was just too much?
Yeah, well, at least I can tell that I was in the jury last year or this year, and I saw that if we sent out Sara Aalto, it's really hard to put the show on the Eurovision stage because there was so many people on stage on UMK. So that was the thing. What was the biggest reason for me not to send Sara Aalto? And Sandhya, it was kind of like breathe of fresh air next to Sara Aalto when Sara Aalto was really typical Eurovision song, typical Eurovision performance. So maybe people saw that Sandhya is something more modern to Eurovision. That's I'm afraid that Emma will do something too Eurovisionary when actually the song is, you can really see that on Eurovision. So if the performance is too much like old school Eurovision, maybe people don't go with that. So I just hope that they keep it simple, keep it stylish or like that, and don't go with too much like Sara Aalto did last year.
And final question for both of you. A lot of our readers, both on YouTube and the website, are talking about Blackbird.
Who sang when he was in my bed? Who sang when my heart sang? Now you remind me of something I'll never have. So Blackbird, don't sing.
What are your thoughts?
I think that if it would win, I mean, it's not a bad song, absolutely not. And it could do well, but it's not my genre. I'm just not into songs like that. I mean, they're having like the voice is good voices, but I don't know what it is, but I'm never into songs like that. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it would be bad if they would go. There were a lot of people who do like it, and even in Eurovision, I think there will be a lot of people who are into it. But it's a no for me.
I do like the song after one listen, but if I have to listen to it more, it gets quite boring and it makes me fall asleep a little. Like it's there's not much happening. Just the last, I don't know, 30 seconds, it's something happening in the song. And I do like some ballads, but there has to be something going on with the ballad. Like On It Goes last year or this year, it was really, there was something going on. But when it comes to Blackbird, it's really same from the first minute to the last. I think that Lena, the singer, is really, really good. I know that she can sing. She was on the X Factor in Finland and she did quite well. If the song is in the right spot, in the running order, it can do well, but I can't see it going to Ukraine. Because like even many people say that Finnish people are really like depressed and stuff like that. I can't see Finnish people still voting for this song, even it's like it could fit our stereotypical Finnish image.
Yeah, Sammy is always smiling, y'all. He is not depressed. This Blackbird, it takes flight vocally, but then it just goes in a circle. She's flying around the dead meat, waiting to eat. And after about 20 seconds, you get the song. It's just too dull. But maybe with staging, we always say this, they can elevate, have some lighting effects. But I think on the recap video, when you actually think about who you're gonna vote for, this would get lost. Because there's not a snippet of that song that is so strong you would want to vote for it. It's a beautiful 3 minutes, but you need a very strong 15 seconds that people remember. In any case, that is what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And make sure to like it.
And if you want more videos from us, click the subscribe button down there.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.